Genesis 2 and 3, where paradise was perfect, the vibes were pure, and one slick serpent kicked off the messiest plot twist in human history. Before TikTok, before drama, before folks started lying on each other on social media just for likes, there was Eden, a paradise so clean, so peaceful, you could hear a fig drop. But don't get comfortable. The very first scandal in human history, it breaks loose right here. And honey, it gets messy fast. God doesn't mass-produce Adam. He sculpts him by hand, crafted, intentional, a masterpiece with lungs. Adam wakes up in a luxury garden suite like, okay, God, I see you. Eden ain't no common backyard garden. This is God's VIP lounge. Rivers flowing like indoor plumbing 2.0, trees looking like they've been face-tuned, Adam living rent-free with unlimited fruit and zero stress, the original soft life. So God gives Adam every benefit except one, that tree. Don't touch it, don't eat it, don't even think about nibbling. If you eat from that one, you will surely die. One tree off limits, a whole paradise of yes and one no. The risk was communicated, and Adam was accountable. Adam gets a job before he gets a boo. Purpose first, bay later. He's naming animals like he's the substitute teacher. Lion, tiger. You look like you should be called a kangaroo. Then he's like, wait, everybody else got a boo thing but me? So God said, you're right, it's not good for man to be alone. So he put Adam in a deep, divine sleep and handcrafted Eve, fashioned from Adam's rib, not from his feet to be stepped on, not from his head to rule over him, but from his side to walk with him. Adam woke up and saw Eve looking like a brick house. Baby, he knew God did him right. He basically said, this right here, this is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. He knew he was blessed and highly favored. Adam said, God, you did that. Power couple unlocked. No jealousy, no trauma, no who you texting, no shady subtweets. Adam and Eve, unashamed, thriving, living their best blessed lives. Daily strolls with the Almighty, free housing, all-inclusive resort, no swimsuit required. Favor was heavy, the vibe is elite. Until it ain't. Plot twist. Eve was by herself, away from Adam, minding her business, when that old serpent rolls up like he owns the place. Not loud, just sneaky. Now see, that serpent wasn't just creeping through the trees for fun. Nah. He was built like a shadow, long, smooth, and black as midnight oil. His scales shimmered like obsidian, each movement silent, like a secret slipping through the leaves. Eyes, glassy, dark, reflective, like twin black mirrors daring you to look too long. He didn't strike. He spoke. And baby, that voice? Smooth like jazz and just as dangerous. He whispers the oldest trick in the book. So, did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden? Already twisting the truth. That's how the enemy moves. He doesn't start with a bold lie. He starts by bending what God actually said. Go on and take that bite. Eve answered. But God said, don't eat from that one, and don't even touch it, or we'll die. The serpent basically said, girl, you're not going to die. God just knows that if you eat it, your eyes will be opened and you'll be like him, knowing good and evil. He told Eve everything she wanted to hear. This fruit will make you wise. God is holding out on you. Eve hesitates for a moment, then takes a bite. Just one, and one bite is all that's needed, because it changes everything. Eve runs over and hands the fruit to Adam like, Bae, you gotta try this. And Adam, bless his heart, ate it too. No questions, no pause, no, let me talk to God first. He just ate it. Love, agreement, pressure, whatever was going on in that moment, he chose to follow her instead of obeying what he knew God said. Shame hit like a brick. Innocence evaporated. Now suddenly they're like, "What the heck? Why are we naked?" They grabbed fig leaves faster than you grab your robe during a surprise knock at the door. Then God came walking in the garden, like he always did, and called out, "Adam, where are you?" Now, baby, understand this. God wasn't confused. He knew exactly where they were. This wasn't a location check, it was an accountability check. God wanted Adam to step forward and own what he did. Adam answers from behind the trees, "We hid because we were naked." God's voice drops, warm but stern. "Naked? Who told you that?" Then the question that exposed everything. "Did you eat from the tree I told you not to touch?" And boom, the blame game begins. Adam points to Eve. Eve points to the serpent. And the serpent? The serpent said nothing, just sat there satisfied with the chaos he'd created. Messy. All of it. But God is righteous, and God is fair. So he laid out the consequences. To the serpent, he said, "You're cursed. From now on, you'll crawl on your belly, and there will be constant war between you and the woman's offspring. One day, her seed will crush your head, even though you'll bruise his heel." A prophecy hidden in the punishment, a promise of Jesus way down the line. To Eve, he said, "Your life will still be beautiful, but childbirth is going to come with pain. And relationships? They won't always be easy. There'll be tension and struggle where there used to be simple harmony." To Adam, he said, "The ground won't just hand over blessing anymore. You're going to work now, sweat, effort, and struggle just to eat. The same dust you came from? One day you're going back to it." God wasn't being petty. He was establishing order in a world that had just flipped upside down because of disobedience. But mercy still enters the chat. God covers them before they step into the world they broke. And then came one of the saddest moments in the Bible. God sent Adam and Eve out of the garden. No more easy access to paradise. No more walks with God in the cool of the day. Eden was closed. Angels with flaming swords secure the exit. It's TSA before TSA existed. Adam and Eve make that walk of shame out of Eden, hand in hand. But the comeback? Already loading. Even when we mess up, big time, God doesn't cancel us. He corrects us. He covers us. He walks with us out of the mess we made and still calls us into purpose. Grace was in the garden before guilt ever showed up. Even when the world changed forever, God never changed his mind about humanity. He stayed, and so did his love. He still walks with us on the other side of our bad decisions, if we're willing to listen and turn back toward him. Choices have consequences. You can't plant disobedience and expect a harvest of peace. Adam and Eve messed up big time, but their story didn't end in the garden, and yours doesn't either. If he gave them mercy after that level of mess, you better believe he can show you mercy too. Coming up next, 2 brothers, 1 blessing, 1 jealousy issue bigger than a family group chat. The first sibling rivalry in history goes from petty to deadly real quick. Whew, child. Cain and Abel is a whole new level of messy. Messy